And today on Live at 5, we have a very, very, very special guest.
Incredible guest.
You might recognize her from such shows as A Bronx Tale, A Tale of Bronxes.
Another show that you might have heard of called Hamilton.
Yes, and you might know her as The Bullet. Ariana DeBose is here, and I'm kind of pumped about it, to be honest with you. She's over there, but you can't see her, but we can. Andy, there is news.
There's lots of, well, there's a hearty amount of news today. I don't know if I would say a lot, but hearty, which is probably as much as a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what
like
amount does hardy? Yeah, okay,
news.
great.
Okay, so we're gonna kick it off. We got complete casting today for SpongeBob SquarePants on Broadway.
Yep.
She's going to play the Palace Theater. Newly added cast members include Wesley Taylor, who's going to play the evil Sheldon Plankton, and Brian Ray Norris, who's going to make his Broadway debut as Eugene Krabs.
Is that like Mr. Krabs? Yes.
You know,
okay. Just thank you for confirming that. I just
we
was
have
not sure.
confirmation
Okay.
from Ariana DeBose.
Okay, great.
They're joining a cast that is led by Ethan Slater, Lily Cooper, Gavin Lee, and Danny Skinner.
All the people that I am just excited about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So go see SpongeBob at the Palace starting on November 6th.
It'll be a fun opening. That's gonna be a fun opening.
Heck yeah.
I keep saying that, but I guess I'm putting the universe.
So pumped for that show.
Andy, more news.
More news. John Lithgow is coming back to Broadway.
Woohoo!
Yes.
I'm pumped about that.
Two-time Tony winner, five-time Emmy winner. John Lithgow is going to perform his solo play Stories by Heart, which was off Broadway about 10 years ago at Lincoln Center Theater. It's going to be at the American Airlines Theater starting on December 21st. And the solo play evokes memories from Lithgow's family, exploring and expanding upon the limits of the actor's craft.
I'm into it.
I'm totally up for it.
I'm down. I'm a huge John Lithgow fan. So his he had like a children's CD when I was a child. I guess that's how you could say that. Okay. And it was like him singing like Scrub-a-Dub-Dub, and that's my John
That's
Lithgow.
incredible.
So I'm very excited about that.
Nice, and it's kind of cool because he was in the original Broadway production of M. Butterfly, which is coming back this season.
Andy with the deep cuts. Yes, Andy with the deep cuts. I'm into it. Speaking of childhood things, the Aladdin live-action film has finally got a release date, May 24th, 2019. In case you didn't hear it, I'll say it again, May 24th, 2019, starring, correct me, because I'm going to probably get it wrong, Mena Massoud.
Okay.
How did I do with that name?
Solid.
Okay.
That was good.
In the title role, with Naomi Scott as Jasmine and Will Smith, who could get better, as the genie. Guy Ritchie is the director, which I'm also kind of excited about that too. We also today found out that Justin Collette, who is the current Dewey Finn alternative, is taking over for the role 5 times a week on September 25th.
School of Rock.
Yes, Rock On. And ensemble member Connor John Gillooly, I'm going to go for Gillooly, will become the role's alternate and will play the musical's 3 matinees. So they have this thing set up now where one Dewey does the 5 night shows and one Dewey does the 3 matinee shows.
It's a pretty good split.
Alex Brightman did 8 shows a week.
All 8, that's cray.
So he cray. But the current full-time Dewey, Eric Peterson, will play his final performance September 24th, and then he's hopping over to Margaritaville this fall. So that's very exciting. Yeah.
And lastly, we have a video on the site. Jennifer Nettles, who was on Broadway a couple years ago in Chicago.
Big fan.
She's incredible. She's joined the Out of Oz video series, and she is singing No Good Deed from Wicked. And you totally have to check it out. It's like you've never heard the song before.
That is exactly the way I would explain it. It's like you've never heard the song before. And speaking of incredibly unique and special things, after this commercial break, we'll be right back with someone who's also very unique and special, and her name is Ariana DeBose. Andy, thanks for stopping in and doing the news.
You bet it, dude.
We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Wipe away the mask of makeup, just to talk, not to spur, man to man, queen to queen on a par, standing face to face.
Brantley of the New York Times calls The Book of Mormon the best musical of this century. This was my 4th time seeing it, and they still had me at hello. Winner of 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The Book of Mormon on Broadway.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined now by someone who I've already introduced, but I'm going to introduce her again because I want her to feel fancy. You may have seen her in A Bronx Tale or as the Bullet, the OG Bullet in Hamilton, and then she was the Bronx Bullet, former Broadway.com vlogger, Ariana DeBose, everybody. A round of applause from our studio audience. How about? Thank you very much, studio audience.
I just clapped for myself.
Thank you. You should, as you should, as you should. Ariana, Ari.
Hi.
What up, girl?
Not much. I'm chilling with you.
How you doing on this Wednesday, this fine, it's a sunny Wednesday?
Fairly sunny.
Yeah, you know, it's warmer.
I actually got caught in a rainstorm earlier.
Today?
Today. It was cloudy and then the rain happened and now it's fine.
I missed it. But I'm happy that you're here.
Me too.
So we're here to talk today about a concert that you're doing featuring the music of Aretha Franklin.
Yes, the Queen of Soul. She turned 75 this year.
And she probably can still sing.
Oh, she's still singing. Did you see that Kennedy Center Honors performance?
I don't miss an Aretha Franklin moment.
Everything. The fur, the piano,
because
the
what else?
Piano.
Because what else? So she's turning 75 and they're doing this concert in her honor at Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. on September 16th.
That is this Saturday, by the way. Oh
my God, that's literally this Saturday. It's the middle of September. See? Tell me about this concert. How did you get involved?
Luke Frazier, who was the director of the American Pops, reached out to me through a friend and, basically just said, I like your work. I think you're great. You're exactly what we sort of try to represent. We're bringing orchestra to a new generation. And I said, sign me up.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm a band geek. Do you know this about me? I was like on the color guard in the marching band.
Wait, hold up. Wait a sec. So you went double down because you said you were a band geek.
I was a band geek.
But
I was also in the color guard.
You were color guard.
I was color guard.
So you were like.
Oh, I was flagging. And rifling. I was doing all the things.
The ribbons.
But yeah.
Yes.
Maybe not the ribbons.
Okay, not the ribbons.
But I have such a love for classical music.
Yeah.
And because that was the popular music of the time. So what they are doing is basically making the popular music of our time, bringing it to a different platform. And I enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
And also, I've never sung with I believe it's 19 pieces?
19 pieces?
Yes, 19-piece orchestra.
Thank you very much.
It's so exciting. I'm terrified, but
really?
I am excited. Yes.
Do you still get nervous?
I do. What is it? Queen Meryl says, if you're not nervous, you're not ready.
If you ain't nervous, you ain't ready.
ready.
Have you been an Aretha Franklin fan your whole life?
Yes. I was listening to her music before I knew it was her.
I totally understand that. Yeah.
She's classic.
Yeah.
She's timeless. I was raised on the music of the 60s.
So you're like a 60s.
Me and my Nana driving down the highway, listening to 60s music.
What other artists are like in your?
The Supremes, the Shirelles. I did Motown.
Just name them. Oh, right. Oh, right.
That was my music.
The deep dive.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. I didn't really get into, pop music as we know it until I was in middle school.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I
was listening to the 80s, like King of Wishful Thinking, George Michael.
Well, I love me some George Michael.
Know what I mean? Like,
wait a second. So you really weren't into quote unquote popular music until middle school. What was the artist or song or group that flipped you over?
Oh my God, Bye Bye Bye.
Yes, I'm into it. Yes, in sync.
I was into it for the choreography.
Well, because what else? Because literally, that's all there is obviously a very catchy song, but the video is what made that song, I feel so iconic.
Yeah.
No strings attached.
It was so great, and then you see. Well, it's not really what Rob Marshall was trying to echo in Chicago, his movie version.
Yes.
But you see all of that.
Yes.
And it's great,
yes.
So when I see that moment in the film, I'm really thinking of Bye Bye Bye.
And it's cool that you get to do stuff like this now. I think it's super cool that you get to be a part of this stuff, and I think it's really exciting when theater artists or people that are typically known for their Broadway stuff get to perform in a different sort of capacity and get to do things that are just sort of vocal.
Well, and this year, the American Pops has found a new home at Arena Stage, and it's in the Round. So we're doing this concert in the Round, 19 pieces, and I'm in my full fabulous.
Yes, in your moment.
In my moment, singing songs that I love.
Yeah.
And just making music, and it's not attached to a story. And that's new.
Yeah.
It's a new venture for me. I'm very excited about it. And I never thought in a million years that they would say, hey, welcome to Sing with an Orchestra.
And,
yes.
And here you are.
I do.
And here you are.
Yeah.
And here you are. And it's do you feel like the storytelling of a show, I mean, I kind of already know the answer, but I kind of want to hear you riff on it anyways.
Okay.
Do you feel like you get to sort of tell a story with each song, that like in each song there is an arc, or are you more concerned about just like giving like vocal shockwaves?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. We leave the vocal shockwaves to Moya Angela.
Great. We're like,
No.
honey, you do that.
Honey, you do the
I'm gonna
the
tell a
shockwaves.
story.
Well, that's where my strengths are.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been one to sit here and say, I am a vocal gymnast. I'm probably, you know.
I think you have
I'm the
I
brown
think you have a
girl who can't
wonderful
really
voice.
riff.
That's what. Okay. All right.
But I have a good time with what I do because I do storytell. That's what I've made so far, my career on is storytelling.
Yeah.
Through dance, song, word,
Yeah.
spoken word or otherwise.
Yeah.
You know? So what was I talking about?
Storytelling.
Storytelling.
Within the songs. Yeah. But no, you're a storyteller. Like that's what you're gonna go in on because that's like what you
what I
do.
do.
That's like what you do.
Yeah.
Speaking of what you do and what you did, you just finished a nice, wonderful run down on 48th Street
I did.
in A Bronx Tale.
At the Longacre Theatre, still running.
Still running.
And
And
running
selling.
very well. Selling
and
very well. by the way.
selling.
Yeah.
Selling.
They just opened up a new block of tickets for like the next year.
And listen, it's great. Like it's so
Yeah.
nice to see everybody like working, and
Oh, it's fantastic.
it's
And-
really good.
And Christiane Pitts is the lovely girl who took over for me, and she's fantastic. So please don't miss her. She's wonderful in this part.
If you haven't seen Bronx Tale yet, like
What are you
just
doing?
go.
Go. Have a good time.
Did you have a good time while you were there?
Yeah, it's great. It's it's a neighborhood show,
Yes.
and it's family. It's like Chaz says, Bronx Tale's family.
Yeah.
Saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
Did you find that the audiences were sort of like a one consistent group, or did you find that they were sort of diverse?
It towards the beginning it was very consistent.
Mhm.
It is targeted towards the neighborhood.
Yeah, the hood.
But now that the run is continuing and moving forward, the audiences towards the end of my run were becoming more diverse.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is because it's the Jersey Boys had a very or the Jersey Boys.
That show, the Jersey
The
Boys.
Jersey Boys has a very specific audience.
Yes, it did.
And I think, I was sad to see that show go, but Bronx Tale came in and gave that audience a new home.
Yes.
So now we get to tell the story to all the different people who want to see it.
I'm like 48th Street is the new
it's popping.
between that and Springsteen, like it is just I'm into it. I love it.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go see Springsteen.
Let's see if there's any questions from the interwebs, and if you have questions, write them now. Okay. Annie wants to know, do you have a favorite Aretha song to perform?
Oh my goodness.
To perform.
To perform.
We can get to the song in general, but to perform.
I mean, I like to perform Think.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things going on in
Yeah.
that lyric.
A lot of moments.
And I
of
can
beats.
relate to it.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Great. Love that. Elise wants to know, is there another singer's music that you'd love to see turned into a musical?
Oh my goodness. Too many to count. I'd like to see something done about Eartha Kitt.
Oh, I'm so into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so
I'd really
into
love to
that.
see something done about her. And I think her life is very interesting, and the music she chose to make.
Well,
is very
yeah, that music
interesting.
is unbelievable.
And the way that she chose to make it. Put it that way.
I'm into it. David wants to know, do the Hamilton Bullets have a secret club? Like Illuminati style?
Oh, I wish. No. The answer to that is no.
No.
It's every bullet for themselves these days.
Every bullet for themselves. That's how we like to play. Speaking of the bullet, Elise wants to know, what was the best part about being the bullet in Hamilton?
I think the best part was me knowing that I was the bullet.
Yeah, so this was something that you sort of developed on your own, right? Like you...
I mean, conceptually, this was all Blankenbuehler.
Yes.
The idea of the bullet and when you see the bullet throughout the show. But the homework behind it, I did for myself.
And the
I don't know.
hashtagging.
And the hashtagging.
Yeah.
That was all me.
Yep.
Yikes. But
Well played.
I think, you know, for me, I was always the bullet. And the bullet to me became the angel of death.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not anywhere in
Yeah.
the script.
No,
it's
but
nowhere
that's
else.
your
But
homework.
That was my homework.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other women think. One day I'd like to see a man be the bullet. That would be sort of interesting.
I'm into it. We talk
You know
about
what I
gender
mean?
fluid casting. Let's
Gender
go.
fluid casting, I would be about that. I'm about gender fluid casting for a lot of
A lot of
things.
things.
Hamilton.
Yep.
But yeah, that was that.
If you could see any show, this is a great question, Adrian. Thanks. If you could see any show, past or present, what would it be? Any show.
Any show?
Any show, past or present. And you know what? I'll even one up you, Adrian. Opening night.
Oh.
Of any show, past or present, what would it be?
Oh man. Mamma Mia. I love that show. It's so good.
Oh my God! Wow!
I'm
That is a left field. I did not know that was coming.
Sometimes you just need good
Oh,
ABBA music.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I have this discussion with people all the time where I'll be like, I love Mamma Mia, and people are like, I don't know, and I'm like, wait a second.
No.
Oh, and the music was like loud, and you
It's
could
so
like
good.
feel it vibrating.
Oh, it was surround sound before there was a surround sound.
That's right.
was so
And it was
good.
just a show that was filled with love. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you go in for, you just have a good time.
You have a good time. It's like those characters are real. They have real
Yes.
circumstances. But then you hear the music and it just makes you go like, yes, sister.
Yes, sister.
Sing, girl. The winner does take it all. Like, you know what I mean?
Is that what you were yelling in the audience during?
No,
Mamma
I was
Mia?
actually probably crying.
Okay, great.
But I love that show.
Peyton wants to know, Peyton Cole, what is your favorite song from the 60s? Do you have a favorite song?
I do Unchained Melody. Oh my, oh my darling.
I mean, that's like the classic.
It is.
Another great question from David. What's the last song that you listened to? Do you listen to music at home?
I do. I listen to a lot of different things. Who is that chick with the ukulele? Dancing in the moonlight.
Oh, Grace is no.
That was the
That's
last
not
song
Grace
I listened
Vanderwall, but I know that song.
She's got a funky name, so
Okay.
it might be Vanderwall.
It might be.
But that's the last song I listened to.
Dancing in
It's
the
a good
Moonlight.
jam.
Yeah.
Dancing in the moonlight.
But
I'd
not
like
like-
to see the American Pops do that.
But not the version of Dancing in the Moonlight.
That is a song that I would listen to,
That's what I'm saying.
but I'm talking about his new.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. All right. When you were a kid. Yeah. Were you like a Broadway fan growing up?
No, I didn't really know anything about it. Broadway show, which was Rent, and I wanted to be Mimi.
I mean, what a first Broadway show.
It was amazing, but that was my first introduction to it. And I figured out, walking out of that theater, maybe I'd seen Aida. Maybe I was mixing it up. But
That's
anyway,
another good one.
another good one. I walked out of the theater and saw a big billboard of Bebe Neuwirth as Velma in Chicago, and I was like, wait, she was in Frasier. Oh my gosh, you can do all of
I love that connection.
that
You're
was
like,
connection.
she was in Frasier.
Oh my gosh, actors do all the things. That's how I discovered Broadway, and that I wanted to be that you could do all the things.
All the things. Did you have a show that you geeked out about though? Like, I mean, obviously Rent and Aida were sort of your first two big ones, but once you started getting into the canon,
I still geek out about. I think it's one of the most perfect musicals,
I mean, it's the best movie musical, hands down,
hands down.
no question, like for sure.
hands down. But that's because to me, Chicago is.
Yeah. There's a reason why it's the longest running American musical.
Yeah, I mean it's American. You know what I mean? Dream, lust, love, heartbreak, lying.
All the things, murder, all the things. You know what I mean? Lucia, another great question. If you could sing a duo with any artist on Broadway, who would you choose?
You know what? Any artist on Broadway, Catherine Gallagher. Catherine Gallagher.
People are saying the sound is messed up. Everything's fine. No, everything's great. Everything is so fine. Raina, you just want to be mentioned. Here you are being mentioned.
Hi, Raina.
Eartha Kitt's daughter playing the role of Mimi and Ren. Cool. I don't understand.
Eartha Kitt's daughter played Mimi and Ren.
Oh, yes.
Didn't quite make that connection.
But
that's
thank you for the
fierce.
full circle moment. So are they filming this concert? Are they recording the concert? Do you know?
I don't
Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
This is sort of like a one-night only moment, which is very appropriate.
I'm kind of into that.
I actually don't like it when performances are recorded live.
You're not a bootleg person.
I'm not a bootleg person because to me theater is alive, and that's why you come back to the theater to
Yes.
see it again.
Yes.
So as my goal is to not really record things, but they have been recorded, obviously.
Yeah.
But personally, I want this.
I do too. That's why we go to the theater. That's what we go to the theater for.
YouTube.
It's a human experience. It's a collective human experience.
Communion.
Yes. It's like going to church,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
My church.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited that you're doing this. The music, respect the music of Aretha Franklin. DC's Arena Stage. If you're in the DC area, also it's like not that hard to get there. It's not that hard to get there. Arena Stage this Saturday, September 16th.
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m. And it's not only you. There's like a bunch of like amazing people in this.
Michelle Williams, of Destiny's Child.
I'm sorry, we didn't drop that early enough, but yes, Michelle Williams is in it. Michelle Williams, Ariana DeBose, like what more do you possibly need?
Singing with someone from Destiny's Child. I can't.
I was going to say, how does that process in your brain?
You know, my 12-year-old self
It's
is like, hallelujah.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
a really cool experience.
I feel.
And, Nova Payton, who is the queen of the DC area, I'm really honored to be singing with her, and Moya Angela and Bria Skonberg.
Yes, that's what I, yes.
She's an incredible trumpet player. It's going to be a night of powerhouse women, so if you can come, you should.
I was gonna try to say like Aretha Franklin, but it's no. It's gonna be lit. I so appreciate you coming through here and hanging with me. It's always great to see you. Anytime you want to come, you just come through.
I'll just send you a little text.
Yeah, say hey, I'm coming on live at 5. Lube and Foov. We can make it happen.
Okay. Catherine Gallagher will sing a duet.
Y'all, I'm putting that out there in the universe. That's what I want right now. We're gonna make it happen.
All right.
I adore you.
I know you.
So good to see you. So good to see you, and we'll see you tomorrow here with, speaking of Hamilton, Breaker from Hamilton. It's coming through tomorrow. So we're gonna be hanging out with Daniel. We'll see you then.